And we are back for round 6 of RMFantasySX Experts.
Did you get your 20 in?
Dude, I did. I was Christian right before we started the show.
Get some
He's
push-ups
like, hey,
in?
Chase, where's the number plates? Yeah, they weren't on the table, so I was scrambling behind scenes to get these up here. Christian's still going through them. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for Anaheim 3's Thursday show. We thank you so much for joining us live right now. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already.
All right, boys. Prepare to be dazzled.
That's what I'm talking about. And big announcement, too. We have Aaron Plessinger is calling in just a few minutes. If you want to hear from AP, get in on it. And also, if you have any questions for the man, we'd like to see a few questions from you guys in the chat. So make sure you're doing that. What?
Aquatic, dude, already going off. Marv would have won if not for that mistake last week.
What? Who is
I
it?
like
Aquatic. Oh, wait.
I like
Where's the other Marv guy from last week? Didn't we have a Marv guy? No, it was a Vreezy.
Oh, that's right.
It was a Vince Vreezy. Aquatic.
He's
Marv.
mad he's not getting picks right. I told him, dude.
Marv would have won.
Quit putting Marvin first. Throw him like 5th for now.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
boy.
first later. Who knows?
Thriving and surviving. It's going to be a good show. I'm excited. But, hey, before we dive in and we start talking stats, a little controversy this week, and we're not talking about the freeze rate situation. We're talking about Eli Tomac. Did he get a jump?
Isn't there
Christian?
enough controversy that we got to make more, I guess?
Yes, absolutely. Roll the tape. Let's see
so we've
this.
had people in the comments. They're saying, did Tomac get a jump because he can see the guy that's pushing the button to drop the gate? So we're going to play it. You decide.
And I watched this. Okay, gate drop 1. Now, from our vantage point, yes, you can see that the man dropping the gate's next to Tomac, and he does a little flinch with his body as he drops the gate. However, when you do the close-up shot and you look at Tomac.
Second start, it's a clear. There's no way.
Okay.
That guy's behind him.
Tomac is not. Okay, look, I've ridden in Oakley air brakes. Love the goggle. They're incredible. The peripheral vision, I'm sorry, is just not that good. You cannot see behind you. Now, our angle might be off a little bit, but I just think Tomac figured out his starts and ripped some good starts. What do you think, Christian?
Unless he's catching a reflection off the wet dirt.
I don't know. I just feel like in those guys, you are so laser focused. Like, we're going to ask Aaron Plessinger. You're so laser focused on the gate.
Yeah.
Do you even have the ability to say, okay, I'm looking at the gate, but I got to look at this guy on my left and try and time his body flinch versus what I'm looking?
I'm more into just giving him credit for a good start. Let's move
Should
on.
we run a poll? Yeah, are you over it already?
I'm over it. I mean, come on.
It's not Limegate, it's Startgate, dude.
I'm in for a conspiracy. I'm in.
Here's
But
the thing, though.
I don't know.
Nothing illegal about it.
Oh.
No. Even if he did see the guy moving, props to Tomac for working it. But Tomac didn't know.
I don't know who started this
When
one.
Tomac picked that gate pick for the first main, he did not know, like,
he usually
I'll be able to
picks
see that guy
inside
and jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. No way. Why the heck people even saying this? They're just mad Tomac won and they didn't pick him.
It's more funny to me.
You're right, Travis, but I did pick Tomac, so I feel great about it.
If he had an advantage, I'm going to vote yes just because he's on that Yamaha.
Tomac was just lucky. I don't know, Anthony. I don't think it's luck when you rip 3 good starts like that. I think he's got him a little bit figured out. And with the goggles on, really hard to see. I'm over it also. Thank you, Aquatic Terra Firma. We can agree on something.
He's over it because he's messaging Marv right now to get the inside next week.
He's messaging Marv like, Marv, can I put you in 4th? Will you do that for me?
It's like, I got a hot tip on the gate
Oh,
pick,
my gosh. I love it. Well, look, we're going to let that poll go for a minute. But, okay, let's get into it here. Let's talk about results real quick. If you missed the Monday recap show, but I'm sure you guys already know. Tomac, he won. Stewart second, career all-time best. Sexton third, Anderson fourth, Roxon fifth. Wildcard, Mr. Dean Wilson.
This still looks weird, though.
What?
I mean, I am colorblind.
Dude, it looks so good. The blue with the 3 and the red right now, I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, it looks cool, but it's kind of weird.
Drug test the man because he's on something. Taylor.
It's a drug test, everybody.
Over starts? Like, what would drugs going to do for a start?
Performance enhancers, bro.
Oh, my gosh. Start enhancers. Jeez. Okay, well, look. Let's get into it right here. Let's talk about track trends with Anaheim 3 coming up. Look at this start straight. A very big contrast to what we just saw.
Well, we're back in a baseball
stadium. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, exactly. So shorter start straight. And then, yeah, there's, I think, 5 or 6 180 turns, which is good.
Yeah.
The whoops this week are a little bit different because see how when they come around that whoop section, they have the little double before. So riders going to be able to get a lot of run-in speed coming into those. So I don't know if, well, we haven't really, it's kind of interesting. Malcolm Stewart, some of these guys that you expect this year to be the whoop slayers haven't really, there hasn't been anybody that I've seen outside of Craig and 250s that has been just dominant in the whoop section. I feel like they've all been pretty even. What do you think?
Malcolm's always good. I've
He's
never
always
seen him not look good.
He's good, but this year he hasn't been great.
I don't know.
The Mookie from Phoenix 2020, when he breaks his leg, that Mookie has not shown up yet.
I don't know. Maybe it's the whoop's fault. I would blame that
Well, I don't
for
know.
Malcolm.
But
Tomac always kills him.
Well, no, they all kill him.
Rocks
But I'm
him
just
too.
saying, I haven't seen anybody this year have a distinct advantage going through the whoops.
Well,
yet.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Somebody earlier this season made like 3 passes in the whoops. Was it Anderson or something?
yeah. But I'm just saying, like, Christian Craig on a 250, it's like he's going to gain a half second to a second on anybody in the whoops.
Racing in the 250s.
I know. He's just trying to show the young boys how to get it done, which is okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I heard Mookie said he had a foot injury. I don't know. Tomac for president. All right, so that's the
you
track.
heard that from Aquatic.
Yeah.
He's still holding out on his source, though, so I don't know how much stock I put
Johnny Smotherman, you're welcome for the tickets to Arlington. All right.
Sand section does look sick, I was going to say.
Does it? Dude, sand sections have caused some drama a lot this year, and I think the viewers are liking it.
It's a separator, dude, and you're not going to get hurt. Like, I'd rather see a good sand section than I don't know. I'd rather see both, but if I had to pick, I'd take the sand section over like a really, really tricky rhythm section where people mess that up, you're out the year. You know what I'm saying?
I guess so. I don't know. All right. Well, look, let's check it out. Let's talk about the big. Okay, dude, can we call it Start Cross? Is it?
No,
Not yet. We have some interesting stats talking about riders' net passes this year. In other words,
it's an interesting one.
How many riders they've passed versus being passed so far this season, and it's pretty interesting because some of the riders you wouldn't expect it are either really good positive or in the negative big time. So we are going to talk more about that. But look, let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about the best starters in the game so far. We've got the best starting averages, including triple clowns, including triple crowns. Let's see it right here. Here they are, best starters. Ken Roxon still has the best starting average. I was not expecting that after Tomac just ripped off 2 hole shots.
There's levels to this, though. I mean, look how close the top 5 are.
That's true.
That is so crazy.
Tomac and Sexton are right there in second.
I mean, they're dang close. We talked about it on Monday.
Props to Malcolm Stewart, though. I mean, of all the guys at the Baker's factory, he's holding the torch right now, and I got to give it up to him.
Dude, you got a better start than Webb. You're right up there with Anderson.
Most improved rider for this year, I would say, is kind of like a battle between Malcolm and Anderson right now.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anderson, you kind of expected this all along, but Malcolm going from a few top 5s to now just like you feel like he just belongs there. That's a huge jump.
He's not holding on. He's making moves. So I'm excited for him. McElrath killing it up there, though.
Yeah, he's in 7th.
The craziest one, though, is Ferrandis.
I know, 12.43. That's atrocious.
Eesh.
It's not. I don't know. I hope he figures out because you give Ferrandis a start up where in the 5-6 range, he's going to be probably up in the box. Like it's kind of always been like this. He's the fastest guy that doesn't win or something like that.
You need to bust into your stat of net passes on Ferrandis. I'm sure it makes him look real good.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't think I put it in there. Did we? We can find it though.
It's in the Discord. I know.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. JB giving us those stats because they are awesome to look at.
Yep.
All right, so there's that. Let's show up now the best finishers in the game. So we got the best average finishes. Look at that, Tomac. 2 spots almost.
That's crazy.
That's impressive. But what's crazy is Malcolm Stewart's in second place with the best average finish.
If you take the average of every round,
he's a little bit
farther back. But if you factor in all 3 mains in the Triple Crown, the dude is getting starts. Like crazy. We'll go over it later, but those finishing averages are huge. I mean, if you're going to base your picks, this is the chart I'd want to see.
Yeah, and look at Webb, man, back there in 6th place. The average finish is 6th. He's been passing guys, but he's also been starting not that great.
Look, Ferrandis is averaging like 12th, finishing 9th. It's like, dude, you got to get better starts.
Yeah, pretty wild. Well, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about our top contenders here. We'll get a few of these out of the way before we get Mr. Plessinger on the phone here. I guess we'll start out with the man that everybody's going to pick for first place this weekend.
I don't know if I am.
Can you? You're not?
I'm tempted, but
how do you bet again? Okay, let's look at Tomac, though. Second best average start, barely behind Roxon.
Yeah.
He's got the best average finish. He's 11 points up in the championship over Sexton, 15 over Anderson. What why wouldn't you put this man in first with how good he's feeling on this motorcycle?
There's no reason really other than like a hunch.
Okay, you're going gut?
I just really think Anderson has got to win. I really do. So I'm high up on Anderson still. I picked him last week. I want him to get that win.
Anderson's just kind of made a few mistakes that just seem kind of silly.
But what do we got with
Tomac Triple Crown, he jumped right off the track. You can't be doing that.
Before we move on from the man, I mean, he hasn't started worse than 5th in the last 5 main event gate drops. That's huge. 2 hole shots last round. His last hole shot wasn't 84 years ago. It was in round 4 of last season. Has won the last 2 rounds after qualifying 2nd and hasn't finished worse than 3rd in a heat. I mean, we talked about like Webb, Stewart, all those guys that are not doing good in the heats. It's clearly not helping them get a good start.
Well, look, all I'm saying is that the year Tomac won his title, he podiumed 12 out of the 17 rounds. He had 7 wins, and he has won 5 races in a row in 2017.
It's not hard for him
5 in
to
a row.
do. Well, it's not impossible. He's done it before. It ain't that big of a deal.
Well, I'm leaving him in first place, and then Anderson, Sexton. We'll see what he do there.
Man, it's really hard between these 3.
All right, where's Sexton at?
We got Sexton. Let's go 3rd best average finish, 4.71, tied with Tomac in starts.
Yeah.
Hasn't finished more than 2 positions away from where he's qualified this season. So if that helps
even
you
on
out.
his bad nights. Interesting. All
Finishes in Anaheim this season 3-5 with starts of 7-2.
Think about it, though. He probably should have won A1. He's been good in Anaheim.
I mean, he would have had a lot of better result last week, too.
If Tomac wasn't my pick to win this weekend, I'd probably have Sexton up there.
Take out that first main where he lost his front end, and he hasn't finished worse than 3rd in the last 4 main event races.
Okay. Robin's got Sexton in 3rd. Krista.
You got his net passing on here, bro?
Krista's just burning us.
What is she doing?
I thought I remembered that stat. Who? Are you talking about Tomac or Sexton?
Sexton. Net passing this year, 0.
Well, I'm talking about Krista's little thing here. If Tomac or Sexton hasn't won. I don't know. Yeah, so that stat we were talking about as far as your net passes total for the year, Sexton's at a 0, which means he's passed a lot of dudes, but he's made those mistakes and got passed by a lot of guys.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 ways to look at it. If you have a really good starting average, your net might be bad.
Yeah,
because you might fall back a little bit. Where if you're a Ferrandis, where you start bad every round, your net's going to look really good.
Yeah, though that number can be skewed a little bit, but it is interesting. You're 3rd in points and you're a 0 as far as how many people you've passed.
What that tells me is he gets good starts and nobody's really passing him either.
Yeah.
So I mean, who's caught up to Sexton and just went by him this season?
Isn't it about time for Tomac to start to fad? I'm guessing he meant fade. No,
he gets stronger. As the year goes on. Yeah. All right, next in the top contenders, you got to talk about the man. He's got the 2nd best average finish.
Okay.
Malcolm Stewart, dude. Look at overall finishes this season. 2.5557.
Don't disrespect the man. Where's the number plate? You've got them all. There it is. First one's right there. Very back.
Take a break for me to find that.
Malcolm Stewart. Look at this. 2-5. He just got 2nd. Before that, it was 3 5s in a row and a 7th.
Yeah, only finished 5th or better 5 times this year.
All last
year, sorry.
Yeah, so he's already about to beat his whole last season as far as overall results. That is impressive.
Finished better than where he's qualified the last 4 rounds. So watch where he's qualifying. Put him a little bit ahead.
Okay.
Anaheim finishes this season 5-7 with starts of 2-8.
He did qualify fastest in Anaheim, and he was on the move with Marv.
Starts have been much better. Last 4 starts, 2-4-4-2.
Okay.
4th in the championship. You got to think he's licking his chops at this point.
I feel like if those whoops that we talked about are going to favor a rider this weekend, I feel like it's going to be Mookie, just for the fact that nobody will enter into a whoop section faster than the Predator.
Yeah, and the whoops are his strength, but now he's getting good starts. He's passing everybody. He's still doing good.
He's a people's champ. Everybody loves him.
He's rounding out everything, dude. It's good.
Okay, well, let's move on.
On El Hombre.
Okay.
Where's this man? Dude, we really need to sort these things.
Well, we'll just move them over here as we go along.
Okay. El Hombre, what do you got?
Oh, my gosh. Overall finishes. 4. He got 4th last weekend. Before that, he was 2-8. He won. Got 10th to Anaheim 1. But he's won Anaheim. Oh, man, he's tough. He's won Anaheim 1 before. The man is 2nd in points. He's clearly visually and in results. He's up there with Tomac and Sexton. I think those are the 3 best guys right now.
Yeah.
He's led 21 laps, and his starts are 4th best, but it's not far behind. He's not even a full spot behind Tomac and them.
Yeah.
So He is going to be. You've got to have him on the box this weekend.
Everyone talks about Sexton having little issues, but he's been having just as many. So, I mean, Anaheim finishes the season 2-10 with starts of 4-7. We had that issue in that one.
AP just hit me up. Going to be on in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, look, I'm getting excited.
Got to get ready for that.
He hasn't finished, you say, more than 2 positions for where he's qualified last 2 rounds? Mm-hmm. Okay. Look at qualifying, but Anderson's got to be on your box.
Do we have the net passing with Anderson?
I can find it. I
like him because I feel like he's one of the only people that's been charging through the pack.
Yeah.
And making passes at the top 5 level.
He's passed every top dude, I think.
Yeah,
Sexton.
we can find it. Give me 1 second here. Christian,
has
carry
started,
on while I look this up.
He's got more stuff. He started out of the top 5 in 2 standard rounds this season and didn't make the top 5 in either of those rounds, though, which was A1 and San Diego. But he had the problem in A1.
Okay.
So take it for what it's worth.
Okay, here we go. I've got it pulled up. Net passes for who we're talking about, Jason Anderson?
Jason Anderson.
He's at 0.
So he's with Sexton.
He's with Sexton.
It's because he starts in the top 3 or 4, dude. There ain't much you can really gain there, you know?
You know, it's crazy. One rider we're going to talk about is going to blow. So, like Dylan Ferrandis, we're talking about him. He has a positive of 16, which means he's getting bad starts and then passing guys.
Well,
him and Barsha have made the most passes this year.
Yeah.
Barsha's right behind him with him with 17.
I have stats in here somewhere on Ferrandis of how many he's had to make.
How many passes he's had to make?
I mean, he's made up as many as 8 positions in 1 round.
Okay, but that doesn't matter when you can't get a start. It's gnarly. Nope. And here's the thing, though. I was looking at Cooper Webb because, he's been, you could say, mediocre. But, dude, once you get into 7th, 8th place,
it's not going to be easy.
The dudes in front of you are gnarly.
I know. There's no gimmies this year.
No, there's not. Like, you get a 10th place right now in a main event, you're going to be beating yourself up. But when these guys look at who's ahead of them, you're just like, that's why I call it start cross.
Yep. That's why
it's so hard,
You got to give respect to Wilson, who's been hovering around 9th, dude.
Look at that. Carl Thompson thinks that Malcolm is going to win the championship. I would be so stoked for that.
That'd be awesome.
Anyway.
Ferrandis doesn't have the speed. He usually has the fastest average lap times, honestly.
Well, dude, he's
in the middle of the race when he's like...
Ferrandis qualifies really good and stuff.
Getting around people.
Well, let's talk about some of our spoilers here. So, who do you want to talk about first?
Let's do Roxon. We had to move him down to a spoiler.
Isn't that sad?
I don't like it.
Last year, maybe towards the end of the year, we were talking about this, but...
You got his net pass.
Something's going on.
I'll let you drop that one.
What? The Roxon thing?
His net pass.
Roxon's net pass for the year is -21. Now, Anderson has had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
But he's clearly not, when he's getting mediocre starts.
Sorry, all I got's the red plate.
He's not making that many passes. So
no.
I'm just saying you're not going to win a championship when you've been passed more than you're passing guys.
It doesn't make me feel good seeing him get passed like that. I mean, only finished in the top 5 overall in 2 of the 5 rounds this season, despite having the best average start per main event gate drop. That's not good.
You know who's ready to go?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Don't disrespect the man. Where's his number plate? We're getting him ready to rock and roll here, and then we're going to jump back into Ken Roxon. But
dude, where is his number plate?
Do you not have it? Oh, my gosh.
You got to organize your stuff.
I just need to be more organized before we start filming the show. That's what I need to do. All right, Josh Prowse, you let us know when we're ready to rock and roll. But if you know, you better know who this man is. He is the number 7. He is country music's ambassador in RMFantasySX and Monster Energy Supercross. He is a fan favorite. His name is Aaron Plessinger. What's going on, AP?
Oh, not much, boys. Thanks for having me on. I just left the track, got done with some riding, and
about to start karaoke. And it looks like
that's one of the talking points. Where's Karaoke Fridays at? Come on now.
Dude, it's been a rough couple of weeks, so your boy's just on some downtime, and I need to get it fired back up.
But that's gonna fire you back up. Okay, Aaron.
Some George Jones will turn it around real quick.
That's right. Okay, couple serious questions, and then we're gonna dive into some more important stuff about how AP became country music's favorite Supercross racer. So first of all. A lot of people are talking about Eli Tomac getting a jump on the gate this last weekend because he could, maybe see the guy dropping the gate. I don't care if he could or couldn't see him because there was nothing illegal about it. But you as a racer, is that possible? Like, is there an advantage sometimes lining up right next to the doghouse? Have you ever experienced that before?
That one was weird because there was no
there's no like
dog
wall
house per se.
Yeah.
It was just that tunnel.
Yeah.
So you could see the guy, and I'm not sure. I heard you could see him lean or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Either way.
You guys are so laser focused on the gate. I don't know how you're going to try and watch the guy out of your peripheral and try and time him while looking at the gate. So I think it's give the man credit where credit's due, and he's ripping good starts. But it's my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely ripped it, and and I mean, he showed it after the start that he can ride that bike. So props to him. But it is really, really weird. Like when you're focused on that gate, if you see anything move, you're going.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've done it like, I don't know, like cluelessly before because somebody has just flinched a tiny bit, and then I will rip the start. But yeah, it's weird. How
do you go thank that person after the race? Like, hey, dude, I appreciate that little flinch.
You could have tried to get next to Tomac.
Unfortunately, it was in practice.
Well, hey, man, how's the family doing? I know you're a family man. You've got 3 kids now, family of 5. Has Supercross or your outlook changed at all? Or is it just business as usual and you get to the family matters after?
It's usually just same old. I'm having fun. I'm riding my dirt bike. I'm living my life, and then it just so happens that I get to come back to my family after. I feel like it just adds that much more.
I feel like having a family might be an advantage because even if you do have a rough night, you get to your family, and once you see the kids, it's like you forget about that, and now it's fam time in your dad mode. So I don't know. That's how I would feel about it.
Yeah, it definitely is. I had that night in Anaheim, last Anaheim, and it kind of when you see the kids, when you see your family, it kind of just wipes that off the slate. And,
right.
And it's all smiles again.
All right. Well, hey man. So it's no secret, for whatever reason, you KTM boys are trying to dial in that bike a little bit more right now. I was kind of curious. Are you, Webb, and Marv all kind of feeling the same thing on the bike, and you're all trying to figure out a common, thing on the bike to make it better? Or do each of you kind of have your own separate things that you're trying to improve? Like, is what you're feeling the same thing that Webb's talking about, and vice versa?
I believe so. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong, but I believe that is the case. Okay. Because we're just trying to get the race bikes as close to feel like our practice bikes. Because I know for me, my practice bike feels unbelievable, and at the practice track, I'm ripping, and that's kind of why I went and rode a different track today.
Okay.
Just to get out and try to just test the bike on new stuff, and just not ride the same track over and over and over again, which it played out really good. And I think we made some really, really good progress this week, but overall, I think we're dealing with the same problem, but to say the least, I think we've just scratched the surface on what we can do with this bike and what we're going to be able to do with this bike. So I think the future is going to be bright. We just have some, kinks to work out, and we'll get through them.
Absolutely. No. And I think it's hard for people to understand the concept with you guys that you're so fine tuned with the motorcycle. For us, just average weekend warriors, any dirt bike's a good bike. But when you guys are racing at that level, I don't think people realize, it has to be clicking. You've got to feel good. The bike has to be dialed in. Was there so you ripped second, though, in the second round. Was there anything different from that race to what we saw in Phoenix? Has there been did you guys make some bike changes from, between races that maybe set you backwards a little bit? Or was that just a night where, good qualifying, you ripped a good start and you just ran up front?
Yeah, I think Oakland was kind of just me feeling really, really good. You know, I wasn't feeling really good at A1, and that kind of played a part in my result. And then the next weekend I was like, dude, you got to get your focus on. And I think it was me feeling good. I didn't feel 100% on the bike, but you know, when I ripped that start, I knew Jason was going to be good. I knew Adam was going to be good.
Right.
And so I just linked onto them, and there was some laps that I was clicking off, and I was like, I'm catching him. I'm going to catch him.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's, I actually made a mistake when I was closest to him, but, you know, I was really feeling good. And, you know, too, I think it's somewhat on us too. I think we've been changing the bike here and there quite a bit as riders. And we haven't really gotten the time to get used to the bike. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I've gotten a good spot, and I'm going to try to just stick with what I have right now.
Okay.
No matter if I'm struggling or not, just to get used to it. So I believe and I feel it's going to be really, really good this weekend. I think my starts are going to be there. My confidence is going to be there, and I'm going to have another heat race like A2, and then have another main like Oakland. So
I like it.
Hopefully it'll be good.
Well, look, one of our live viewers right now, because we are live, Taylor Shields just said, stats don't lie. Whenever AP doesn't do Karaoke Friday, he falls back a little. So I don't know if you need more proof that it's time to rip off your karaoke. AP,
That's science.
they need
You can't
them.
argue science.
And speaking of country music and karaoke.
Do it for Dale. Woo!
Yes. Aaron, I dove deep into the archives on your Instagram account today. And by deep, I mean I went back to 2020. But I said, you know what? I want to find the last photo of Mr. Plessinger wearing skinny jeans and Vans and see when you made the leap. October 2020, skinny jeans and Vans. Redbud 2021, cowboy boots, bootcut jeans, and an American cutoff shirt. Tell us, when did you decide to come out as America's greatest country supercross racer? What's the transition?
The transition, it was a pretty quick one for sure. I've always wanted to be a redneck and wear the boots and you know the jeans, but I just felt like it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't the move out here, and I thought,
okay.
I kept thinking of what people thought of me, and when I stopped doing that and just went, you know, who cares?
Yeah.
Whatever I look like, and it's damn good now.
Well, dude, I have a good story for you. Finish
That's
it.
what happened.
I love it, dude. I had a theory that it's because country music's the only current music that doesn't suck right now.
That too.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Oh, well, here's the funny thing. It's a true story. So I'm at Salt Lake Supercross last year. I've got my brother in the stands who's never been to a race. He's 41 years old. And this will lead into a next question too. But he's watching all the rider intros. Up comes your intro, which last year was banging. And I have a complaint about the rider intros this year. But your intro comes out last year. You're all countryed out. You're at the train tracks. Then you ride out in the stadium with your hat on. My brother immediately, having no idea who anybody was, says, that's my guy. I don't care. I don't know who he is. I want that guy to win. So I'm just telling you it works, man.
Dude, yeah. People love it. People love somebody they can relate to.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think you know, the late great Dale Senior was somebody people could relate to, and he had a hell of a fan base. So I aspire to be like him.
I got a question then. I got a buddy who got gifted a signed Dale Jr. or Dale Senior card, like a trading card.
Yeah.
And he cried. And people made fun of him. Was he
I would
justified?
too.
Was he justified in crying?
I would I'd probably shed a tear or two.
Okay, that's what
That's
I was
serious.
on that side too.
Yeah.
Everyone's making fun of. I'm like, dude, it's a Dale card. What are you talking
I
about?
just saw Luke Combs in concert. AP ran into him at the airport. I'd probably shed a tear if Luke Combs was just hanging out at the airport with me. Like, how cool is that? That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I was stalking you, AP. Like, I was stalking you, but Luke Combs is the man. Like, he's one of my favorites.
Yes.
Hey, here's another question, though, and this is going back to rider intros. I have to ask for my own personal. Did they tell you guys to keep it shorter? I feel like the intros this year at the races, you've got guys, they're giving them like 5 seconds to wave to the crowd, and they're already introducing the next guy. Like Roxon and Marv are up on a ladder. Did they change that this year? Like, your intro last year was so good, and then this year I just feel like everyone's cutting them short, and I'm like, that's like one of the best parts of the whole night show.
Dude, yeah, I don't know whether they're trying to like.
Am I
keep it
wrong,
short
or
for-
have you noticed that? Did you notice that this year?
Oh yeah. Like when I was in fourth a couple weekends ago,
Yeah.
and I had the longest intro. I had the longest intro out of almost everybody. I think Coops was a little bit longer than mine. But
Okay.
when I went back to 10th place, it was I don't even know if they played a song or not. It was like maybe a couple seconds, and then like 10 seconds me up on the ladder waving and throwing t-shirts, and then I jumped down. That was it.
Yeah, and I'm
But
like,
yeah, you're right.
what
You're
are you
definitely right.
doing? Like, these guys, like, that's
That's how you pick. That's like you're saying with your brother. That's how you pick your guy.
I know.
I mean, a lot of people
Like-
come to Supercross to get into it.
Remember when Wilson was on the jet ski on the lake, gets the phone call, sprinting out? Like, I'm just kind of bummed that Feld has cut those short. I feel like it's doing a disservice to the people that are watching. But I don't know.
we want the reason. Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Why they did it?
Maybe we'll find out. All right, Aaron. Last question as far as racing goes. We know you're really close to getting the bike dialed in. Everyone knows we saw your second place. You know, you're running up there with Mookie and all those guys. Everyone's calling Supercross nowadays Start Cross, and I don't blame them, because even when you get, say, an 8th place finish, when you look at the dudes that are in front of you, it's gnarly. Every guy that's up there and, say, the top 8, except for maybe a couple, have all won races. So it's not like, oh, he's, you know, do you think there's anything that they could do to maybe make it not so dependent on starts in these main events? Or do you think that's just the cards were dealt and you just got to learn to rip whole shots or get top 5 starts? What do you think?
It's tough to say. I definitely think there could be some stuff they could do, as like bringing back some of the old features they had in the tracks, and they had a lot of moguls and just skill based
The
stuff
90s.
that took a lot of skill to do.
Yeah.
Right now it's pretty much, you know, rhythm here, rhythm there. Whoops. I mean, it all takes skill, don't get me wrong, but
Right.
it's just not it's not what it used to be. And I know our bikes have changed. I know we have changed, and it might just be that we're like just getting better and better, and there's not much you can do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, put us back on 2 strokes, man. that's all I gotta say.
That would be awesome. So I was also going to ask you, so on the start, do you like the great, or would you like to go back to dirt starts? Because I feel like maybe the dirt starts were a pretty good factor. If you didn't get a good gate pick and you were picking one of the starts that, you know, like to say, condition over position, but nowadays, you know, you just got the rut coming out of the gate to worry about. Did a dirt start, in your opinion, make more of a factor on the starts?
Yeah, I think so. I think I would, if it were up to me, I would take away the great and, you know, just let it be dirt.
Okay.
Like the good old days.
I like that.
And we haven't seen a real ruddy track yet. Are you just itching to go back east and see some?
It's going back to Seattle. He's got to circle that on the map.
Yeah. Are you itching? Are you itching to? Do you feel like your bike setup right now is going to be better on East Coast rounds? Are you trying to get through these last couple here and then move back east?
I think so. I think overall we'll have a better direction on the East Coast, where there is more traction, more ruts. But yeah, to answer your question, I am itching to get back, and I cannot wait for that first rutted track where it gets rough and gnarly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Awesome.
Dude, you have the whole chat going off as you should, but they're demanding where they can get a Red Bull cowboy hat.
You don't. That's one.
Ooh.
It did come off. What race was that? I think you're doing an intro that flew off, and I was like, that's pretty unfortunate. That hat just fell in the dirt, but that's okay.
You know, some track worker was like, "Whoops, that's gone."
No, he stopped and went back for it.
Did he?
Can't let those
It
go.
did it last year too. I can't remember when, but it did it one time last year as well. And I had to whip around and grab it. But whenever I grab it, it seems like when I put it up in the air,
Oh, the crowd loses
around,
it.
the crowd goes wild. It is awesome. But yeah, I got to get a strap or something. I got to get a strap, glued on or something like that. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, we'll get there.
Maybe do what Marv did and do the LEDs on it or something like he used to do his neck brace, dude.
That's right.
Dude,
That's pretty rad.
game.
Well, look, AP, man, you're the people's champ.
Always.
Bring back Karaoke Fridays because we all love it. And
All right.
I'm going to complain to Feld so we can get your introduction up there and get it longer because that's one of the highlights that I've seen. So, hey, man, we're going to let you get back to work. We know you're busy. We got Anaheim 3 coming up. A lot of fantasy players right now that are watching. We have over 100,000 players this year, if you weren't aware.
Woo.
Yeah, so these players are itching to get you up in their top 5 and score some points. So let's put it up there this weekend. Let's get the JOB DUN.
All right. It's done. It's done.
All right,
it's there, and it's it all just depends on a start, man. I just gotta do it. I just gotta execute.
Well, you remember what you told Gypsy Tales for outdoors last year? Put your money on the never 7, baby.
Let's get it.
I remember.
Put your,
I love
put your money.
Put your money on the
it.
7.
777s.
All right. Well, hey, man, we appreciate you. You're the best caller ever, man. Appreciate it. Good luck this weekend, and we will chat very soon.
All right, boys. Thanks for having me on. It's always a good time talking to you boys, and yeah, we'll see you this weekend.
Do it for Dale.
Do it for Dale.
Later, man.
Peace.
Oh,
You can't not feel good talking to that guy.
I can't stop smiling
I just feel
because he
like-
can't stop smiling.
He
It's
spreads
contagious.
that around, dude. That's why we need more AP.
Oh,
Whatever it is, you need more AP.
All right, let's go. Oh, gosh, that was such a good call. I love
I'm
it.
just saying, dude, one of these years we need to get him to like a Western bar after the finale.
Oh, my
and see
gosh.
that man hit up the mechanical bull.
What's the place up here in Salt Lake with the mechanical bull?
Whatever it is, we need
Josh,
to get
do you
him
know?
to
You
it.
used to live up that way.
We need to research that.
I can't remember, but there is a country bar in Salt Lake City. We'll let Aaron know that has a mechanical bull.
I would.
The Westerner.
The Westerner. Thank
I'm
you.
down for that.
All right, let's get back into it. We were talking about Ken Roxon right here, getting back into picks here.
I don't even know how to follow that up. Dude.
Yes,
Such a good-
Shane Wilkerson, who, by the way, Shane's our social media guy. Shane, before Aaron called in,
He loves AP.
he said, make sure AP knows that I drive the train, the AP train. So, anyway, all right.
I like it.
Not looking good for Kenny.
Whoa, that was a good squeak there, but
Was it? Not looking good for Kenny. He's got a negative 21 net total. I'm still recovering from my sickness, okay? Calm down.
that was wild.
But he is rocking a Bob Marley graphic on his helmet.
Dude, can we get that?
We have that image, right? If anything, Kenny's having a good time. He's relaxed.
The question is every little thing going to be all right? Is what I thought when I saw that.
I think so, dude.
That's
Don't
sweet.
worry. I know.
Check it out on his Instagram.
About a thing.
I'm digging
Is
that.
every little thing gonna be all right?
That's gotta
That should
add.
be it's so good.
That's
dude.
got to add a couple places.
All right.
this
Well,
weekend.
look, I don't know. Let's comment right now. Are you putting Kenny in your top 5? He did just get 5th overall at Glendale. It just wasn't like a convincing because he started up front in one of the races. Tomac got around him, and he just kind of slowly faded back and then hung around that 4th, 5th range. So,
Yep.
But he won Anaheim 1 this year by like 10 seconds. You can't take that away.
Yep.
He was running up front before Anderson chopped his wheel. You can't take that away. So I think there's a lot of people who are going to have Kenny's
Blasted
top
in the
5.
sand.
He's going to be in my top 5, maybe. We'll see.
He just needs to freeze you a little bit.
Yeah.
Learn to hold some people back. Throw up a fight.
Yeah, he just
Throw
doesn't
up
look
a
too
little
feisty.
fight.
Is Rox in your top 5 this weekend? I don't know if he is. My picks, yeah, I have to re-look him, but I think he should be.
All I do know is you said all you got to do is get a whole shot and you get the win. Vince Vreezy was in here saying he gets whole shots all the time and hasn't got the win. So
Well, that's Vince Vreezy. Easier to put him in the top 5 over Webb, and I love Webb, says Taylor. Yeah, I agree. Nope, says Bob. Nope, I got him in the wild card. What? You were the wild card is 14th place.
He has
this
taken
weekend.
13th twice, but I don't advise that.
But that was when he got taken out twice by Anderson.
No chance on that one.
Okay, well, let's talk about Cooper Webb. He's a spoiler.
Dude, he is.
He's a spoiler.
I mean, 3 of the last 5 rounds. Well, 3 of the 5 rounds, he didn't make the top 5.
Hey, dude, give me those number plates. You're just
my bad.
Sorry, you're just not in the habit. I'm so used to having them. I look over like, where's the
I couldn't
number
even
plate?
see him, dude.
Cooper Webb's overall finishes 8.8472. I mean, Cooper Webb all last year hasn't started better than 4th in the main event this season. His average of all main gate drops for a start is 6.57. And let's see, first time Webb has gone back-to-back outside top 5 since joining KTM back in 2019.
Not a good sign there.
Not good. He's finished 1 spot away from where he qualifies the last 2 rounds. Anaheim finishes the season 8-2 with starts of 10-6. Are you putting him in your top 5?
No.
Because the top, like Malcolm, Anderson, Sexton, and Tomac all passed him this weekend.
It's nothing against him.
And when
personally.
Webb's getting passed, he doesn't look like he's trying to pass him back.
Those other guys have way more momentum. That's what I'm kind of going with.
That's what I'm saying.
What's his average position in the heats is 4.25. I mean, that.
Yeah, he's not getting good gate picks. And out of 7 starts, he's only started better than 5th twice.
No. Average overall finish through 5 rounds, 5.8. Last season, his first 5, his average was 4.2. So he's almost 2 spots worse than he was at this point last season.
Nope, for Webb. I did. May need to change that. Says yard sale.
Yeah, we got 57% saying no to having Roxon in the top 5.
Wow.
And there's a lot of people saying no to
Cooper
Webb in the top 5, too.
I didn't.
That's all right. I'm all
I did have Roxon last week.
Bros, Anaheim in the house that Jeremy built, but Roxon remodeled. He'll be fine this weekend. That Jeremy. Oh, sorry, Shane. I didn't understand that first. I get it. That Roxon remodeled. Barsha remodeled it. Come on, dude. Actually, Kenny has what, 4? Are they tied, or does he have 4 total Anaheim 1 wins?
I don't know for sure, but I know he has a bunch.
I can't remember. Dylan Ferrandis, we have him as a spoiler. Stats don't really back too much of it up, though, because he's gone 12th last weekend with the DNF.
Yeah, the DNF hurt.
But before that, he was
okay
4th,
before
3rd, and then 6th, 16. He just has a horrible starting average.
It's got to get better.
Like, his start average is 11.8, and he's qualifying under 3.
I mean, you take some of the KTM dudes that don't know what to do. He knows what to do.
Yeah, and he hasn't gotten better than 3rd in a heat race.
That's what scares me. Is like, dude, get a jump anywhere.
His
at this
best
point.
start in a main event is 6th, so it's Ferrandis is like speed-wise, he's a top 5 guy, but you are really banking on that guy pulling a good start, which is I'm not going to bank on that.
Best start this year in any main event, 6th place.
Yeah, it's not looking good. Marv has the fifth best average start this year.
Quietly, the man's been doing things. Aquatic knows.
Quietly, he's been pushing the front end in corners. That's all he's been doing.
He was
quietly.
solid until that moment. I mean, he has the 5th best average start of all main event gate drops this season, has the 6th best average finish. So he's right on the bubble.
Yeah.
He's better than Roxon in average finish.
I'd put Marv ahead of Webb if I'm picking between those two right now.
I probably would too.
I'm going to see how
Mookie
Mookie does.
Dude.
Yeah.
In all 3 mains last round.
Hard to put Ferrandis up there.
Three good starts in a row. So I'm high up on that.
Nate,
Anaheim
are you saying
finishes?
Nate, are you saying wild card for Moose Can? Or are you saying it for Ferrandis?
Neither.
Okay.
Anaheim finishes though 6-4, so he's right there.
Okay.
Starts of 6-9.
Yeah, he's not.
Hasn't made the top 5 when qualifying. Better than 6th though, which is weird.
Yeah, I feel like 5th place every week is going to be someone you're just taking a gamble on. I feel like you've got your top 3 or 4.
It was Malcolm territory, but not anymore.
Not anymore.
It might
I
be
don't
like
think it is.
a Marv moving in.
Who's your top spoilers this weekend? Marv, Webb, Ferrandis, Plessinger. You know what? We just had the interview. I'm going Plessinger.
It's hard to even think about anyone else at this point.
Oh, man.
I went with AP as well.
I mean, call me biased because he called into the show and he's my favorite guy, but he's still a freaking shredder.
Over under that he hung up with us and just threw that thing into 4 low, started throwing mud.
Aaron Plessinger just texted me and said, "Thanks, brother." I love that he calls everyone brother. That was fun as bleep. Let the people know I'm going to be on it this weekend.
Dude. That's inside info right
Tell him it's perfect timing for the poll.
Yes,
let's go. Straight from the source.
Perfect timing, my man.
That's what I'm saying. He's
doing
probably
a poll
yelling
right
yeehaw
now
in 4 low with mud flying as he texted you that.
Yeah, I love it. Okay.
Well, he's got to be in there. You can't not pick the man after that.
Oh, we know, says Shane is so high on Plessinger.
Dude, he reminds me of like almost a Wyndham reincarnate.
Oh, my gosh. Let the people know. All right. Let's get into the wild card position. Sorry, I know Shane well. I just traveled to Phoenix with him, and it's just funny because he's at home right now just trolling this and just doing the AP train.
Dude,
All
why
right.
not? Why not?
I love it, dude. Let's talk about the wild card watch here. We
Webb
got some
found
good
Dunkin'
stats.
Donuts. That ain't right.
Webb found the I don't know.
We don't
No,
need a
Webb's
fat
in
shame.
shape.
We don't need fat shaming here. What's wrong with
Prove it,
donuts?
AP, says Chris McIntyre. Hey, man, you
The
got a
man
point.
has proven it before.
He has.
He'll prove it again.
Look at this. Right now, Ferrand is the top spoiler so far this weekend with 95 votes. And remember, too, if you're watching this video, give it a like. That really helps get the word out, helps get this video shared to other people. So do that if you haven't already. That really helps us out.
Yeah, Ferrandis' pick makes sense because you can have longer mains. He's going to have to make up time.
All right, let's do wild card watch here. It's a big one. 14th this weekend. That's a toughie. But we have some good stats to help the players out.
What do you got for your boy Ants?
Look at that. All right.
Banged up a bit, sounded like.
Yeah, his shoulder's a little banged up, which is honestly kind of why I think he's not a bad spot for 14th because he's had better results than that. But look, his average finish is 14.2. His average start is 16.3. His average qualifying is 14.
Yep.
And his net passes this year is positive 10, which means on average,
I like this.
he's passing 2
Algebra,
riders
dude.
per race. Simple math, people. 16 minus 2, the 2 people he passes, he's in 14th place. Max Anstey's your wild card this weekend.
Dude, I like that. I like the connections. It looks good. I think he's a good pick.
Science.
Him banged up.
The science is changing, though.
Yeah, science does change.
Science
it's weird.
does change.
It's weird that way.
Team Fried Train, we're on it.
Dude, we have an
Look at
Oldenburg.
Fran is top spoiler.
We have an Oldenburg plate somewhere.
Dude, I was so unprepared. Like, I
happens,
take
it happens.
full responsibility. But let's talk
happens.
about Mitchell Alderberg, though.
Look at him. He's took 14th 2 times and 15th 1 time in the Triple Crown last round. So he was in 14th or 15th all night. Has only finished in between 13th and 16th this season. Has taken 15th overall 2 times this season and 13th once.
This is his last race on 450s because he's going to race 250s East Coast.
I also heard Freeze's going to move to 450s East Coast too, so that'll
he
really
will.
get the season going.
We should have asked Aaron about that, how he felt about Freezy jumping up to the 450s.
I watched his side on Swap Moto. I'm not mad at him anymore. I'll put it to bed. I forgive him. I forgive him.
Like, you can be mad. I think Christian Craig has every
was-
right to be mad. Everyone can be mad.
Yeah.
The fact is,
I forgive him.
he didn't go in there purposely. I don't think anyone will say that, but it was a bonehead move.
What I got out of that thing was in his mind, he is so determined to not let anyone pass him that he's going to do, he believes anything. And I can understand that. So, anyways, Oldenburg, nobody's finished within 13th or 15th more times than him.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
I'm saying he's a good pick.
Okay.
Probably who I'm going to go with.
We had McElrath up here, but he's better.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's better.
McElrath's gone 10-10 the last 2 rounds, 13, 14, 18, so he's getting better. His average start is 6.2.
Yep, he ain't fading that far back.
No, he's not. And
No
if
way.
we look at his net passes, well, this isn't the best stat for McElrath because let's see here. Shane McElrath.
It's negative 33.
It's negative 33.
I don't even care.
But
He's still going to do better than 14.
Yeah, he's going to do better than 14.
Take that to the bank.
Is there anyone? Ooh, I got a good one. Brandon Hartraft, bro. He is on my list right now. He would be my second pick. His last 4 finishes are 15, 12, 15, 16.
Yeah.
He's averaging 15. And his start average per gate drop is 15. His net passes is just over 1.
Yeah.
Divide 5. So he's passing about 1 guy.
I
Boom.
like Brandon. I mean, let's go, Brandon.
Just saying, I feel like between Hartraft and Anstey, those would be my 2 top picks. But Oldenburg's looking good too. I don't know. What do y'all think? Comment.
He's a little Twitter pater from the AP.
Who is your wild card pick? Right now,
I'm going Oldenburg.
I feel Anstey's better than 14th. I'm going Hartraft.
Hartraft,
I just convinced all the people to put Anstey, and now I'm going Hartraft. But you know what?
I think there was a meme. The stats don't lie, but I pick with my gut.
There is a song called Emotions, and the key line is, it's just my emotions taking over. So
Yep.
let's go, Brandon. Thank
All
you.
right.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah,
I see
Bogle
those
might not be
signs
a bad
every-
pick either.
Every round.
Yeah, Bogle. What are you think Bogle's good, dude?
I don't know.
Bogle's gotten more like 19th to dead last than he has actual good results. Pull up his averages
I want
right
to see
now.
his.
Okay, Christian's
info
pulling
here.
those up. Patty Dune, I like it. Antsy injury has me antsy, says Taylor.
Bogle took 14th in Anaheim too.
Boom, boom, boggle. Yeah, what else? What's his average finish this year?
It's not good because he has 2 DNFs, but
See, that's what I'm talking
average
about.
finish per main event gate drop is 17.83.
Yeah, I mean, Bogle is a 14th place guy. He just doesn't have consistent results. So you don't know what you're getting. With some of these other guys like Hartraft or Anstey or Mitchell, you know what you're getting when the gate drops for these guys. So I would, I don't know.
Yeah, Bogle's, he's possible, but I'd say
Okay.
not very likely.
All right. Well, there's it. That finishes up. You have Brayton in here.
Brayton,
What do you got? His average finish is 14.75.
he's one of the closest to that.
Ooh.
But he had the 1 DNF, which kind of skews it. He's usually better than 14.
He hasn't started in the top 10 yet. I feel like Brayton's a better starter than that.
I don't know.
You think it's because it's his last year and he's just not going to try and
No,
run it in there? And
I just think we haven't got enough coverage of him, dude. It's kind of hard to tell what's
when
going
you're
on.
starting worse than 10th, you're not going to have coverage. Like
I
what?
know. I need more
Simple math.
data on that, bro. I need more.
What data do you need?
Let's see here.
His best start is what?
Yeah, it's 10th.
10. Thank you.
No, he started 8th in Main 1 last week. So there's his best start.
And okay. But
he
his
finished
overall
18th.
average, I don't know.
His last 4 finishes, though, 14, 21, 11, and 13. I still think he's better than 14. Don't pick him there.
Okay.
That's just me.
Okay.
Got 15% that got Brayton in their wild card right now.
15%?
Yep.
Who's the number one?
Fatigued
Anstey?
after having COVID.
Anstey, 40% of the
Dude,
votes.
if Anstey doesn't finish in wild card, I'm going to look like an idiot. That's all right, though.
Dude, you just do what Freise did and put the phone down and walk away and just enjoy life. If you're wrong, you don't got to deal with it. That's the best part.
Oh, my
I
gosh.
deleted all that crap years ago.
All right, well, you ready to lock him in?
No.
Yeah,
This
your
is probably
picks-
going to be the hardest
Your
round.
picks
dude.
aren't even up here
I
right now.
usually have them in there. I usually have them locked. I haven't done anything.
You want to hear mine?
Yeah, let's do yours. I'll throw mine in last.
Okay, here's my picks right now. Tomac, pretty predictable. Tomac, Anderson, Sexton, Stewart, Roxon.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm
I don't know.
doing it.
You just got to pick the guys with the best starting averages and the guys that have won races,
Yep.
right?
I'm
and then
doing it.
and then Hartraft, I'm going to put as 14th for my wild card. What are you going to do?
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Just submitted them. I got Anderson for the win, Sexton second, Tomac third. I think it's just going to be too hard to keep ripping those starts. Plus, if his boy's not like right over there for him to peek off. AP fourth. I'm hyped.
Okay.
I'm hyped after that.
Fourth
Place AP. He's ripped a 4th place start before.
Okay.
Malcolm Stewart 5th. Mitchell Oldenburg in the wild
You're going to
card.
put Mookie right back in 5th. Just do that dirty.
It doesn't feel good, but I mean, if you know a way to
I
get
like-
like 5 riders in the second or
I
third,
know
I
who
would
to
love
vote
to
for
do
on
it.
this poll. Who does have better? You copied me, says Brad. Who copied you? Freeze the bum. No, you pick 80 win on a gut feeling week after week is what you do. All right, Shane. Look at that. Living Life's got Anderson, Tomac, Mookie, Sexton, Ferrandis, Bogle.
Roxon for the
Steve
win,
Brinker
though, with Adam.
likes it. I like it, Steve. Adam Cooley's got Roxon to win. Tomac, Muscan, Sexton, Anderson. I don't know where you
That's the
get
best
Marvin
part
third
about
is
this
a little
season.
scary to me.
Every set of picks makes sense in some way.
Look at that. Patty Dune's the only person so far who watched the interview with Plessinger and then said, you know what? I'm putting this man in my top 5. She's got him for
Not
third
only
right
top
now.
5, podium.
I know, podium.
I didn't even do that. Now I feel bad.
Krista says you always pick whoever calls in. Did you put AP
Maybe
in
I
your
did.
top 5?
I did. He's number 4.
Hey, dude, props to you.
Hey, he's taking second already, dude, and
I know.
he's looking good right now.
It is Startgate, so that's all we got to do is worry about Barsha for the win.
Oh man, not a lot of Barcia
Let
love
him
out
have
there.
it. I don't care. Yeah. Okay. Judging by AP's text, he's got something up his sleeve.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There was some confidence there. You can't make that up.
All right.
You
all right.
can't
Fair
fake
enough.
that.
Fair enough. Well, look, everyone, if you've been watching this show, we appreciate it so much. Thank you for checking in. The poll right now, whose picks you like more? I am winning, and it feels good. and it feels right.
You've been behind me all season till last week.
Well, you know
Which
what?
I made the mistake. I think someone else was telling themselves, I'm not going to change my picks. I'm not going to change my picks.
Didn't. I just left them.
Yeah, I made that mistake. Dude.
Okay.
Just leave your picks alone.
I'm feeling good about it right now.
Big mullet energy, bro.
Prowse, man behind the camera, give us your podium if you've got that figured out yet.
Man, I don't know. I've been doing so bad. So I usually go try and make up points by going away from what's common, but this week I feel like I shouldn't. But then at the same time, I know that that's probably going to be the time when it all flops. So I'm actually thinking Anderson, Tomac, and then I think Sexton is a great pick, but I want to see Roxon do well again, so I'll put him in third.
But no Webb. Not even a question.
Nah, he's got to prove it to me at this point.
Yeah.
Stewart, even after second, you don't podium him again.
I think he'll be in fourth or fifth for sure.
Okay.
Gosh.
I
Okay.
like that.
All right. Well, look, there you have it. Also, our favorite thing, King Cyclops. I haven't heard back from you, my friend. We're trying to give you a jersey here.
Jersey's about to
so
disappear.
Please comment and tell us that you got the comment or comment after this video. Let us know that you saw it. Also, you know what? Let's see. Chase, how about another $500 bike shootout? Keep the knee healthy this time. That hurts. Hey, you know what showed up in the mail just the other day? Signed jerseys from Trey Kennard and WackOZachOs.
Yeah, I might have to inspect that.
Yeah, we have groups. Go join groups if you haven't. We have a Trainiacs group. We have a Zacho. Is it WackOZachOs or
WackOZachOs.
WackOZachOs 16 group. We've got those two guys that are giving away jerseys at the end of the year. The Moto Academy with AJ Cantanzaro, I think he's doing a giveaway. You got the SXperts group, ton of awesome groups that you guys can
the
join.
Lucas ladies, the podium girls from Outdoors.
Yeah.
Got their own group.
Carrie Bowen and Nicole Cheza. And remember, though, that we are going to lock those groups about halfway through the season, so probably after Daytona or so. So if you haven't got those groups joined in yet, then better look out. Oh, yeah, Krista. I met her in Glendale. She came over and said, what up?
That's nice.
She messaged me on the Discord and said, thanks for the tickets, sitting 8 seats away from me. And I was like, you better come over and say hi. Eventually, she got the courage. She came over and said what up, so it was nice. Anyway, the link to the Discord is in the description of this video. If you have not yet, get on the meme train, because that is one of our favorite things to do is look at the memes. Christian and I, we're on there chit-chatting a little bit on race day. And if you want to go on there, too, Dr. JB,
Always
man,
dropping the stats.
He's got stats in there, so you can see all the stats that we talk about, the lap charts, all that good stuff. So
everything you need.
A lot of cool stuff that is on there, absolutely. So anyway,
what do we got? Can't skip prizes.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about prizes. Man,
this week, big prizes for the top scorers. First place is going to get a Shoei VFX Evo helmet, $700 helmet. Second place, OGO wheeled rig 9800 gear bag, 7 gear and casual spending spree.
Ooh, I want the all white Mookie just wore.
Yeah, that did look good. Fly racing jersey, pants, and gloves. Bridgestone Battlecross tires, a set of those. A Cherubies $250 spending spree, some plastics for you.
Okay.
Rhino Power Essential Pack. Everybody needs to have one of those on deck. Torque one, handlebars, grips, and levers. Motul Slacker digital suspension tuner with wireless remote and bag.
Okay.
And a Fox V1 helmet and plus $10 Rocky Mountain gift cards. We're just throwing prizes out like crazy this year. It's good.
All right, let's talk about grand prizes. First and second place, you're taking home a brand new KTM race prep dirt bike, a 450 and a 250 SX.
Huge.
Just like Plessinger said, let's race 2 strokes.
Yep.
That's rad.
You guys silly? I'm
All
still
right.
going to send it.
Third place, you got Dunlop MX33 tires for a year. You got 3,000 Rocky Mountain spending spree, Alpine Stars gear and casual spending spree, Motion Pro Tools prize pack, Fly Racing gear package, Stasic stability cycle and accessories, Milestone video game, Supercross 3 the game, 4K HDR TV and console, and of course, Oakley spending spree. Get the goggles that Eli Tomac and Chase Section are wearing. Tell you what, though, was Alpine Stars one of the things this week? No, we had Fly this week.
Prize.
Yeah, grand prizes?
They're in the grand prize, Alpine
I'll
Stars.
tell you what, Alpine Stars with Tomac, Sexton, Anderson all on the podium.
I noticed
that was an expensive podium right there.
I'm just seeing a lot of Alpine Stars gear
I
out
know.
there.
Props to those guys. They are slaying it. All right. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching this episode. It's been an absolute blast. Again, thank you to Aaron Plessinger for calling in. I hope you guys enjoyed that. You got anything else for the people?
No, I mean, I'm just ready to go racing after that. I wish it was Saturday.
I know. Well, thank you so much. Get subscribed if you haven't already. Join the Discord. Give this video a thumbs up, and we will see you on Monday.